Hello guys, mình là Minh và ngày hôm nay mình sẽ thực hiện trả lời mẫu phần Speaking Part 2 and 3 của chủ đề Transport. Sau đây là cue card của phần Speaking Part 2. Nếu bạn nào muốn tập nói trực tiếp cùng mình luôn thì hãy pause video lại và dành ra 1 phút để lập dàn ý. And this is my outline after 1 minute. Let's get started. A car journey that really sticks in my head was when I had a trip to Hạ Long. It was a 3-hour drive, a very unpleasant one to say the least. Before I got into the car, I drank too much water and I really needed to go to the toilet. But the car was on this very long highway and it seemed to me that the driver wouldn't be able to stop anytime soon for a bathroom break. I had to hold it in for the entirety of the trip. It was an ordeal, to be honest. However, this terrible experience was offset by the amazing time I had there. My hotel was set in a secluded location where I could just take a look out of a window to see the breathtaking scenery of mountainous areas. After I checked in, I went straight to sampling all kinds of local cuisine and ate to my heart's content. I also checked out some local attractions, specifically the Quảng Ninh Museum. When I took my first glance at it, I was blown away by its architectural feats. The museum was this giant structure covered in dark glass, which was supposed to represent coal, a primary mineral feature of this province. And of course, I didn't pass up my chance of taking some stunning pictures at the entrance before entering the interior. The museum was mostly historically themed, and the sheer volume of ancient artifacts and archaeological objects being exhibited here just took my breath away. They had pottery that dates back thousands of years, and traditional garments made of hemp and other textiles. Overall, the trip to the museum was a 10 out of 10. And it's a must-visit destination if you're ever in Hạ Long. Next up, chúng ta có phần Speaking Part 3 với 6 câu hỏi khác nhau. Without a doubt, the most prevalent vehicle in my country is motorbikes. It's a really affordable mode of transport, and not only that, it's the perfect fit for the crowded streets in Vietnam. During rush hours, while those driving cars couldn't move even an inch on the road, motorcyclists may drive up on the sidewalk, zigzag their way through cars, switch lanes to get ahead of others, instead of being stuck in traffic and end up getting to work or back home late. Considering how polluted our cities are these days, I think the answer is yes, definitely. If many people were to switch to public transport, drastic improvements could be seen in the overall air quality, since there would be significantly less exhaust fumes and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This could then contribute to more favorable health outcomes for the general public, reducing the risk of respiratory diseases like asthma and lung cancer. If you ask me, I get stuck in traffic congestion daily. I feel like it's a part of life now, and there's nothing much I can do about it. This is what wears me out the most when I live in a metropolitan area. It wouldn't be a regular day if I don't see people arguing over the traffic situation, where they're stuck at the lights and have to fight through traffic. By the time I get to the office, I'm already a little on tilt. Then coming home is more or less the same story. When I get back, I just want to switch off for the night. According to what I've seen on the road, people are absolutely rubbish at driving. They just ignore all the traffic laws and do their own things without a care in the world. I've witnessed so many people driving without checking their mirrors or merging into a road without looking both ways first. You need to be a skillful driver in order not to get into an accident here. And if you're new, it might take you some time to get acclimated. It's a steep learning curve when you start out. Well, getting an electric car is something that I haven't thought much about because of how expensive it is now. But even if it's economically feasible, an electric vehicle isn't my go-to option. Not because I'm unaware of environmental problem, it's more about the vehicle's current efficiency levels. To the best of my knowledge, they can't travel that far, only 200 kilometers on a single charge. And since they run on electricity, there needs to be enough charging stations nationwide for them to work properly, which is not the case right now, not in my country at least. I would hate to be the guy who gets stuck on the road waiting for his car to be towed away. From what I see, there's a lot to adjust, but I think taking advantage of technology, particularly CCTVs, to enforce traffic laws is of paramount importance right now. Most motorcyclists don't pay attention to the traffic signs. These include crosswalks, no U-turns, one-way, and the police can't pull all of them over simply because there's too many. For that reason, instead of solely relying on manpower, the government should utilize the camera system to take pictures of traffic violators' license plates and issue a fine later that takes money straight out of their bank accounts. Only then will people start to drive less recklessly.